Hmm. Well, it's just like after that rough day trying to put out all the fires in that one building. I needed to get your computer on what is going on. Let me see. Come on, there it goes. Let me see. It says, "Dear Rick, I'm just here to tell Mr. Furner to read a fanfic version of Exit 9B. I dope he'll love it. From C? Oh, well, better go, better get to his place." Man, why did my head to hold on to this, even if it's just a display? Hey, buddy! What is it, Rick? Oh, I just heard that this mysterious C person wants you to read a fanfic version of Exit 9B. Oh, I'll read it now. Oh, good. Well, how do I get out, pretty much trying to get this off me. Oh, oh. Man, it's been a long time since I just read fanfics. Since I just pretty much it's on the creepypasta train. Just trying to read creepypastas of lots of spooky stuff. Especially since I just did the marathon back in Halloween, and I just kind of did some in any day. So yeah, what's up, guys? Mr. Freddy here. So today I'm just gonna be gonna do a fanfic reading on the regular well, no, don't want to say in a regular show type of fanfic, which just said Exit 9B, my version. Just no other type of subtitle like Electric Boogaloo or the Revenga or the and Knuckles or Ultimate or Brawl or Melee. Just my version. Just that's it. So let's just read the simplest before we had to get to the fanfic. So here it goes. 2 months after the park is destroyed, Mordecai and Rigby, Margaret, and Lena the other workers expected or no mistake to stop the park from being turned into a highway, while getting help from a resistance group that seeks to stop X9B from being completed. Some Mordecai, okay. Wait, it just said something like, and there will be a former a resistance group made up of various Cartoon Network characters, old and new, that will help the group in the final battle scene. Enjoy, y'all. Alright, let's read. Alright, let's read it. Here it goes. It was a bright and sunny day at the park. None of the workers are inside. At the front door of the house stood a young man, early 20s. He had a black t-shirt, jeans, and his head was the appearance of a goat with orange fur, goat-like ears, and had 2 big horns on his head. Thomas was just a regular coke guy who had just gotten an internship at the park where Mordecai and Rigby worked, so he could earn some money for college. He knocked on the door, but nobody answered. "Hello?" he said as he knocked at the door. Nobody answered, so he decided to walk inside and see if anybody was inside. "Benson? Hello?" He said as he looked around to see where everybody was. His phone rang in his pocket. Thomas picked it up and answered. "Hey, Mom," he said, sign. He knew his mom was calling him. "Yeah, it's my first day at my new internship." "No, I'm looking for them right now." "Yeah, I met everybody yesterday. They all seem pretty cool." "Yeah, it's gonna be a really easy way to get 3 credits." Suddenly a loud rumbling was heard outside that shook the house. "Mom, hold on!" he yelled as he hung up the phone to go and see what was happening. When he opened the door, he saw explosions around the park. Benson popped and high-fived, and ghosts were running away from the forest as red lasers were flying out of the woods. "Run! Run!" Benson yelled as the lasers were flying straight at them. Then High-Five was hit with a laser in his head and fell to the ground. His head was sparking red for a few seconds, as did Benson. Then Pops. Skip jumped over a stone wall, and when a laser hit the ground, and the explosion threw him off his feet and out, but quickly. rolled back up and kept running. Thomas soon saw the tiger coming out of the woods. He had a big brown beard on his face, with bushy brown hair, and was wearing sunglasses, a white shirt, and tie black gloves and gray pants. Thomas quickly got off the porch and ran off to find a good place to hide. Meanwhile, Skips was still running until a laser hit the ground, which caused him to lose balance and fall over. He looked up at the man with the laser gun. "You," Skips said to the attacker. "You won't get away with." But before he could finish, he was shot by a laser and laid on the ground, motionless, with his head sparking red for a few seconds. Also, a man who was hiding behind a trash can was scared and ran away from hiding, yelling. Unfortunately, this caught the man's attention, so he cocked his laser weapon, aiming at Muscle Man, and shot him in the head point blank, making Muscle Man fall to the ground. Mordecai, Ricky, Margaret, and Aileen were running as fast as they could with Mordecai holding their time machine and Rigby carrying a folder with a document inside. "Dude, hurry!" Rigby yelled. "I'm trying!" Mordecai yelled as he was setting the time. The man fired a laser at them, but missed. "Mordecai, hurry up!" Mordecai said as they ran. Mordecai turned the top of the time machine and the laser hit the ground. That set the four flying into the air as a green light glowed, and they were gone. The man walked past the area with the park employees lying motionless on the ground. "You should have sold it to me when you had a chance," the man said as he put his gun away and took out a remote control box. He pressed the button and pulled down the switch as explosives were set off on the house. He left evilly as the house crumbled into a wreck, leaving nothing left. Then a dark black and red cloud started to form over what was left of the house. Thomas crouched behind the bench as he saw what was happening, and he knew that it was the start of something bad. Okay. Alright, now for chapter 2, 2 months later. I was originally planning to do like 2 chapters, but I just felt like, hey, why not just add 1 chapter to this video? So we're gonna make it like just 3 chapters for each video. So yeah. So here it goes. Okay, alright, here it goes. 2 months later. Chapter 1. Oh wait, is this chapter 2? Yeah, yeah, that's chapter 1. Chapter 1, 2 months later. At the construction of the park, with the beard man had taken all of the park employees and had implanted new identities and fake memories so that they want to try to stop the construction of a highway that was called Exit 9B. Skip's place, which is the auto repair shop, was busy as usual. People coming in to check on how their cars were doing and what damage there was. Skips came to the waiting area where customers were sitting and waiting for their name to be called. "Let's see," Skip said, looking at the list. "Pops, we got a Pops here." We look out into the area to find Pops, some sort of zookeeper outfit, reading a Mustache Muffly magazine, and he looked up to Skips. "You, Pops?" "Indeed," Pops replied. "Car's ready," Skip said. "Sign here." He held out the paper on the board as Pops signed it. I hope she wasn't any trouble. She wasn't any trouble, Mr. Skips. He said, finding his name tag on his uniform. "Not me, just an oral change." Skips replied. "Oh, splendid," said Pops, satisfied as he ran to his car, while Skips called out the next person who was waiting. Pops got into his car and pulled out the station. He turned on the radio, which was playing classical music that he liked. Monster Man was standing on the sidewalk looking at his pocket watch. He had his hair combed back, wearing a professor's clothing and had glasses. "Come on," he said, waiting for the crosswalk to turn green. He needed to get to his lecture on quantum mechanics, which he was teaching some students at a university. When the walk signal turned on, he walked out onto the streets. Suddenly, Pops was driving his car straight down the street, and his car straight down the street, and Mitch saw him coming straight for him. He yelled, which caught Pop's attention, and he slammed the brakes before he could run into him. "What the heck, old man?" Mitch yelled in anger. Pops just backed up, turned to his side, and started to drive away. "Sorry," Pops called out as he drove away, but Mitch threw his briefcase at the car as it drove down the street. "I'll I'll find out who you are, he yelled. He went over to the street to pick up his case. As he got up, he jumped back when he saw a ghost with a single hand with a red cap and two pizzas. Hey, mister, do you know the way to the park? High Five Ghost asked. Hello, I almost died. Besides, I don't have time to tell you. I'm late for my lecture on quantum mechanics, Muscle Man said as he walked towards the university. Piss, Brainiac, he said to himself as he saw a sign that showed the way to the park. High Five Ghosts floated towards the door to the park, which had become a construction site for Exit 9B. Fives knocked on the door and with his spare hand, and the door opened to reveal Benson, who was in a construction worker's outfit. "Kind of the usual pizza man," Benson said, surprised. "I don't know, 5A, give me Benson the pizzas. That'll be $12.95. Once Benson was done paying for the pizzas, Five handed him the pizzas and closed the door. He rushed through the construction site of Exit 9B to the bearded man, who was going over some construction plans with a worker. At the same time, a small group of people, Finn, Jake, Johnny Test, and Dante, snuck into the area and setting explosives near several cranes and bulldozers. Then they rushed to the good area to hide. Oh, okay, this is kind of have that, okay, maybe there has to be some kind of hidden connection with the whole Cartoon Network City unit, which has been seen in OKKO Crossover Nexus, which actually already watched that episode back in October, and it was like, hey, that's Cartoon Network City. I recognize that. All right, do you think these explosives will work? Asked Finn. Yeah, don't worry. My sister said they will only destroy the machines and not the workers, replied Johnny. Let's hope we'll pull this off, said Wyatt. The pizzas have arrived, sir, Benson said, walking up to the beard man. Excellent. Thomas, come, he said to the interred Thomas, who was listening to music on the wreckage of the old house, and took the pizzas from Benson. Sir, do you think I could have some pizza? Benson asked the man. What pizzas for winners? For winners? You're not a winner, Benson. You're a slacker. Now get back to work, the man ordered. Yes, sir, Benson replied as he ran off to continue working on the construction. Entered pizza, the man said as he opened his mouth, and Thomas took a slice out of the box and fed it to the man as he left maniacally. Suddenly, an explosion was heard from the distance as several cranes and bulldozers. Then the small group ran with Johnny, Fryner, laser weapon, and Lyle, using the scepter to cover the group. When the smoke cleared with the explosion, they were gone. It's those rebels again, the bearded man replied. Benson, make sure that the new guards and security is installed pronto. Yes, sir, Benson replied to the man. The 6 rebels were hiding near the cement dumpers and were currently catching their breath. That was a close one, man, said Jake. Yeah, now we gotta get back to the hideout, said Dante. Suddenly, a green light flashed above them. Then Mordecai, Margaret, Rigby, and Elin. To be quiet, because I think because my family just need some sleep, so, okay. Maybe it sounds like an asthma depression, so, okay. Say then, Mordecai, Margaret, Rigby, and Elin fell to the ground with a thud. My chest, Mordecai said with a groan. Mordecai, are you okay? Margaret asked. Yeah, I'm fine, he said to her. Then he felt something on his chest, got up to see that the time machine was broken in two. Shortened out, oh man. Mordecai? Rigby, is that you guys? Finn asked him. Finn, Jake, what are you doing here? Mordecai said. And who are those guys? Rigby asked the others. I'm Johnny, the guy with blonde hair, Spawn. I'm Wyatt, he replied, and these are my friends, Laya and Dante. Hey, what up to the park? Ellen asked. Got a look around and saw the huge construction site that was in front of them. Oh shoot, the freeway is almost done, said Mordecai. This is bad. Shoot, somebody's coming, said Jake. They woke up behind the cement dumpers as a few construction workers worked by, but fortunately they didn't see the group. Phew, that was close, said Mordecai. We can still fix this. But the space-time thingy is broken, said Alien. We don't need it anymore, Mordecai said to them. Rigby, you still got the document? Rigby nodded his head and held it up for them to see. Hey, what's in that document anyway? I asked. We'll tell you, but first we gotta find Skip's, Mordecai said. They all got up and headed towards Skip's old house that was near the park. When they arrived, they found out it was all boarded up, with nobody home. Skips, Mordecai called out, Skips, you there? Hello? He's not here, Rigby said after he looked from the window. Then Wyatt's cell phone rang and he answered it. Yeah, he said, answer it. Oh yeah, we set them off just like you told us to. Well, we found these 4 people and they say they know how to solve our problem. Yeah, we'll be there in a little bit. He hung up his phone. He wants us back at the hideout. Who? Asked Margaret. Later our group, said Jake. Since you guys showed up, you need to come with us. Alright, we'll go, said Mordecai. Just as they were walking away, Finn looked on the ground, saw the business card that said Skip's place, which he picked up from the ground and looked at. You wonder if this was the Skip's guy they were talking about. Hey Finn, you coming? Said Jake. Yeah, wait up. Finn said, rushing to the group while putting the business card in his pocket. Went with the rest of the group and go into the resistance hideout. Okay, that's part 2. It's chapter 1. So on to chapter 2. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be a little short, hopefully. Hopefully we'll do this just in one day. Hopefully we do this just 3 chapters. Then that's it. Mordecai, Rigby, Margaret, and the rest of the group walked down the bad street near the construction site with their weapons hidden. They stopped at the building that was about 6 stories, looked old, and had several keep out signs on the wall. This is our hideout, said Ben. I know it's not much, but we stay safe here. So what do you guys do anyway? Asked Margaret. We'll explain once we're inside. So Wyatt there walk up to the front door and whisper some kind of password to the person on the other side of the door and acknowledge and open the door to let them inside. They walked through the building and found it was a whole place filled with various people and heroes. They walked to the leader's office. They explained who they were and what their proposal was. So who exactly are you people? And what do you do? Alien asked. We haven't tried to stuff the charges on Exit 9B for weeks, said Finn. We started as a simple protest group that helped charities and protests, but they weren't doing anything. When we learned what the true proposal of the highway was, we decided to take the more offensive approach and fight to save the park. We called ourselves Resistance, said Peter. We've destroyed their construction tools, cut off their deliveries, doing anything we get to mess with them. Well, cool, Reggie said. Yeah, that seems like the right thing to do, said Margaret. Okay, here we are, said Wyatt. Sure enough, they got to the door, which looked like a normal entrance, which the group assumed was the leader's office. They opened the door, and in the shabby office was a guy, late 20s, had black hair and had a camouflage t-shirt. So, how was the attack? said the man. It was pretty good, Ben said. They looked at the group, figured that some introductions were gonna need it. Oh yeah, Mordecai, Rigby, this is Blake. He established himself as our leader about a month ago. His friend told him about our situation, and he had proven some of his friends from the Marines to help us. So, Finn, tell me that you two have something that can stop this, Policeman said to Mordecai and Rigby. We do, Mordecai replied. Rigby showed him that document. Rigby nodded and helped out the folder that he was carrying. Bam, Rigby said as he gave the man the folder. It considers the park a historical landmark. We just need everybody who work at the park to sign it. Then it will be against the law to build Exit 9B. Decreed from City Hall. The man looked at the document with interest and knew that the solution has finally come. Well, I think we just found the solution to our problem, Blake said to his son and his friends. Easier than said than done, Mordecai said. The problem is we don't know where the rest of the park employees are. We can't find Skips. Wait, I have a card that I found earlier, said Finn. I think it might help us. He took out the card and had the logo for Skip's place. He showed it to Mordecai and Rigby, who both looked at each other. Alright, let's do this, Mordecai said to his 3 friends as they walked out. A few hours later, the group arrived at Skip's place, which was quiet since there were no customers around. Alright, here it is, Mordecai said. So, will he even remember you guys? Said Margaret. I don't know, but we'll at least try, Mordecai said as they walked up to the door. We'll wait right here, Elin said to him. The 2 friends walked to find a man who was working on a car from the bottom, which much of his upper body was covered. Hey man, do you think where we can find Skips? One guy said to the man, then he came out and revealed himself to be Skips. I'm Skips. Who's asking? Who's asking? He said to them. Skips. One guy and Rigby said at the same time. I have to see their friend. Yeah, who are you? Who are you? Skips says to them. Dude, it's us. One guy and Rigby. One guy and Rigby. One guy said to him. I don't know you. He said to them as he got up. Dude, he's been brainwashed. Rigby said to Mordecai. Remember we were co-workers at the park? Like I said, I never worked at any park, Skip said to them and started walking to his tool shed. You remember that evil beard guy that Rigby said? Must have scrambled your brain. It was gonna laser our brains too, but we escaped through a hole in space-time. And he didn't mimic a sound of explosion zipping. We think about 2 months have passed since then. Like I said, now he's building a freeway on our park. He could help us stop him. Rigby said Skips was still not convinced. Exit 9B is going to make a huge difference in people's lives. Skips said to them, how else are people going to get from Southwest 85 to Southwest 85B? You need some help with your car. I'm your guy. Otherwise, get out of here. That's not Skips we know. Rigby said to him, I don't know you. Skip said to him in anger. Skips, we know you're in there. That bad, right? Rigby said before slapping him in the face. Discussed Skips with the funny snap and roll as he grabbed both of them by the neck and held them up against the wall. Margaret and Lynn saw this and rushed over to where they were. What's your game? Skips asked angrily to them as he held them up. I can't remember, Skips, Margaret said to him. Who do you work for? He asked again. Well, technically you're one of our bosses, Margaret said while trying to breathe. You lie, he said to them. Stop it, you're hurting them, Margaret said, trying to intervene. Another one. Get out of here, Skip said to the two girls. Wait, Rigby said Rigby said which caught Skip's attention. We don't. Why her name is Skip. Remember the only woman you ever loved? Then Skip started to have a flashback at the time. He said with that woman. Then he started to have a flashback of all of his memories of the park, trying to come back to him until he fully remembered who he was. How he saw what he and was doing and let go. Margaret and Rigby fell to the floor, catching their breath while Margaret and kneeling reached over to comfort them. Margaret, are you okay? Margaret asked, looking worried. Yeah, I'm fine, he said to her. Then look at Skips. Skips was looking in a corner with his hand on his head. Okay, catching a few breaths and taking a moment to think. When he finished, he took his hand down and turned to his friends. Tell me everything, Skips. Tell me everything, Skip said to them. As they walked back to the resistance place, Margaret explained to Skips everything that they know about the bearded man and how he took the park, and also how they met with the resistance group who agreed to help them take back the park. When they arrived at the base, they went through the large area to the main office where the leader was talking to two supporters. Well, I see you got your friends back, Blake said to them. He signed a document? He's going to, said Mordecai just then. Skips walked in, not out of his uniform. Then Blake recognized him. Skips, is that you? Blake asked, surprised. Skips looked at him. Blake, I haven't seen you in quite a while, Skip said. Wait, you two know each other? Rigby asked, confused. Yeah, replied Blake. I met him when I was a kid at the carnival who helped me find my parents. And I think you'd be working at the park. I had some good times there, Skip said before signing the document. Alright, want that forward to go, Finn said. Yeah, but we got one problem, Mordecai said. If they give Skips a new identity, to who knows where everybody else is. I know where we can talk, Skip said as he gathered everybody in a circle to discuss what the next step was going to be. Alright, so that's it. So those are the first 3 chapters for the XNIB SuperFan44's version. That's what I'm gonna. This will be debated. Will be called, since I just hope you have a pretty good first day of March. Since springtime is about to sprung, and I'm just pretty ready for like warm weather. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and bye bye. Okay, even for people just gonna have to say this, like say this old joke, Are you sure that I'm the only one who think the human designs in the Mutant Strikes Back Evolution look like something out of Robot Chicken? Yep. I think that means it. It means that the animators for the upcoming remake of Mutant Strikes Back secretly watch Robot Chicken. Actually, I'm not lying. They look like characters from the characters from Robot Chicken, or something, or they look like made of clay, or even worse, a cutscene from Jump Force, or they look something out of Artman. Like Chicken Run and Walls of Gromit and Pirate of Band of Misfits and Shaun the Sheep. Yeah, that's how everybody's compared to from Robot Chicken, Jump Force, and the Artman stuff. Yeah, those three things that people remind from this one picture. Well, Missy looks good. Brock looks great. Destroys looks fine, but I just have some mixed thoughts on Ash's design for the Mutant Strikes Back's remake or Mutant Strikes Back Evolution, because I was wondering if he looks so off from the model for Ash for this movie, but everyone else looks fine. Even the Pokemon looks really good. I'm just I'm just wondering if it's such you need to be just be something pretty awful, not so good, like something like the Jump Force cutscenes, or just a surprisingly a good remake, like the It 2017 film and the It 2017 film. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and bye for now.